What?
I don't know what. Don't answer me like that. Ouch. Which is being exasperated like you are trying to understand.
I don't understand you. I really don't understand how you, what is with you lately?
I'm just saying I really don't understand why it's not working.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I mean, I'm just so frustrated.
So why is that, I mean, how is that not like me?
Because I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
I can't understand. It's not working.
I
Got a new system and everything, I guess.
When I get one thing working, the other thing stops. When I get another thing working, the other thing stops. And it's just like, oh my gosh, so dead. Oh, shit.
Can you imagine how great this thing's going to be when you're home on bed rest for a week? You can fix all this and just be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I can get more frustrated.
Make it just perfect.
Can't get it over here now. What's that?
What, on my phone?
No, I think it was mine. Oops. Where is it? Where'd it go? Where did I go? Oh, there I am. I'm over here now. How'd that happen? Is that YouTube? No. That's the microphone. How the hell did I get over here? How did we do this over here?
And the top message on this one is,
Why am I frozen?
it was on my phone.
Oh, I'm not. That's a different one. The internet's out there just hanging around.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? I'm supposed to be able to drag that one over here. It won't let me though. Whoops. Won't let me do it. Oh well. They're gonna have to read them to me.
And then when you respond, does it pick up your voice?
Hmm?
When you respond, will it pick up your voice?
Well, what? Pick up my voice.
See?
There we go. I got it. Finally. Okay.
Mine's still a spinning icon. It won't show you when I've been out and back into it.
Can anybody hear me?
One watching.
Is that Angel?
I don't have any questions or
Angel, is that you? Or is that a different angel?
We've had one other angel on.
Have we had another angel?
Yes, just one. Yep.
Okay.
What does it mean when it, under the description it says -908Y?
Hmm?
-908Y.
I don't know what you're saying.
Under the description, where it says 2 likes, 1 viewer, July 18th, it says description -908Y.
Where's that at?
Where it shows likes and viewers right here.
I don't know. Who cares? Oh, that's just what I keyed in as far as the what it was called. We can hear just sound a bit muffled. Sorry, it's been a real fucker tonight. So, anyway, think about Naviria? What's Naviria?
I don't know how you're spelling it. What is it?
It's in this chat.
I don't have a chat up here. Mine's still showing. I can do it, but mine's still. I've already got now. I'm back in. It still shows that no problem now.
Why is yours just spinning in circles?
That's what I'm telling you. I already know how to fix it.
Hello, everybody. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? I need to know who's here. I don't like looking that way. What are you doing, Chris?
I'm getting to skip an advertisement.
Okay, forget it. You're not going to read this.
No, I had to get the advertisement off of there, and I'm trying to find out where it is on my screen.
Can you read the messages or no?
I can't see where that is happening.
Okay.
Hold on a second. It still says -908Y. Let's go back in.
That is the description. Hello, everybody. I want to talk about some stuff that's up and coming. If anybody wants to join in, we're going to start taking stories. If anybody wants to put a story anonymously, send it to the thing. We will read it on air, and everybody can kind of discuss it. If you want to get something off your chest, you want to admit something or whatever, go ahead and write in, and then we'll pick some, and then we'll read some every time we come on, because we need to change it up other than just talk about being trans and stuff. Even though that's really important, that's why I started the channel. But I was talking to my daughter today, and she said it was getting repetitive. So we're going to try to find new things to do. And if you have any ideas, I'd be happy to hear them. But that's what we're going to start doing. And I would love to read or respond to you, but Christine was in charge of that, and she's having problems. Can I see your phone then?
Respond.
Why are you just still spinning in a circle? I don't get that. Mm-hmm. There you go. Oops. Okay, here. Now can you read them?
Yeah.
Okay, she's back.
You look like a charger cable.
I look like a what?
Charger cable.
Why? Why do I look like a charger cable? Well, you got me to laugh, so that's something.
Some person that just wants to be...
Okay.
Some person that just wants to be ruthless said stand up.
Why?
Because they want to see the rest of you because they have something.
No,
or they want to see if you're going to stand up.
That's creepy. I mean, I'd stand up if somebody like Debbie asked me, but I'm not going to stand up for a stranger.
Yeah.
What next, Chris? Keep going.
I know they're terrible. Do you want me to read the terrible ones?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of them says, Brother Eega.
Brother Ooh.
Another one
Brother
says,
Ooh.
Your poor daughter.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her too.
Another one says, We got action 3 room over, whatever that means.
Don't know. You're just saying we don't have action
here? We got
here?
action 3 room over.
Saying there's
so
no
3
action
rooms
here?
over from us, they have action. Okay.
What does that mean? What does that mean? You trying to say you're going to leave? Go 3 rooms over?
Yeah.
More. Keep going.
It's not messy. Okay, Debbie's suspending them now and holding them for review. So I'm not having any yet. It'll come.
It's okay to let some through, Debbie. I mean, it's kind of fun.
Me too. I kind of like it when she does.
Sometimes it's kind of fun to just
it feels all positive.
to hear them give me shit.
One,
Okay. Where's my frog? I got my protection right here. My frog. My froggy protection. So how's everything going, Deb? What do you got, Chris?
I'm sure she can't answer you because she's really busy doing this. And that's great. Why put shame on your family?
Why do you say I put shame on my family? I know that they are ashamed of me, but why do you say I put shame on my family? I'm not trying to put shame on my family. I'm trying to just be me. Does anybody else want to talk about, like, Trump nearly getting his head blown off?
And Shauna says, what a beautiful dress you're wearing.
Who said that? Ashana?
It's Shauna.
She's been here before. Hi, Shauna. Thank you.
It's the same.
Thank you very much. But it's not a dress. It's a mini skirt. Oops. A skirt and a shirt. But thank you. That's sweet.
One of them says your water is turning the frogs gay. The water is turning the frogs gay.
What does that mean? Okay, keep
Must
going.
have been something in the water.
Move on to the next.
I'm trying. I'll get there as soon as there's the next one to read. Look in the mirror and you'll see the shame.
Really? I can see myself right now. I'm not ashamed. I mean, I'm sorry that, my family is, in some ways, they're just kind of shallow and, I don't understand what's the big deal. I don't.
Another one says, the water turned this guy gay.
That doesn't make sense.
Instead of turning the frogs gay, the water turned the guy gay.
So let me ask you a question. If you're like 12, you don't belong in here, because those are the comments that you're saying. If you're gonna cut me down, at least make it a good one. You're wasting my time with these stupid little ones. Come on, bring it on, soldier. Or here's an idea: ask an actual question. That would be good. Something legitimate and real. I would be more than happy to answer it if it was legitimate.
Javira says, I love your hair.
Thank you.
And
it's very sweet. Very sweet. So does anybody think that they would want to write in and with a confession or a story or a am I asshole if? And I was thinking maybe about reading Reddits too, and we could review Reddits. I'm just trying to reach out and see what people want. What would they like to see and hear and do? Something other than just me explain who I am. And if you want me to, I will tell you what I feel about trans people and how they should behave. I'm going to say it now once, and then I'll say it later on.
We got questions now too.
Okay, go ahead with the questions. I'll say the part later. I guess.
One of them likened you to his mother, and let's see where else we got. This one, JoJo says, Amanda, who wrote a question in her statement. Amanda, man, duh. My mother, good afternoon.
That's clever. I like that.
I noticed your nails is painted. You look very feminine.
Thank you. That's the idea. I appreciate it. Yeah, but I lost a fingernail today at work.
I'd love to write a story.
Yep, if you write a story and you send it in, I'll read it on the air. I'll read it live. Of course, I mean, just... I'm just going to keep asking people to do that and send them in as soon as I get enough and they're not vulgar or whatever, and they're like a lot of people like to use it, and it will be completely anonymous. You don't have, unless you want to be known for writing it, you can do that and stuff. There's a few people in here, and I'm sure there's new people. As a trans person, I do not believe, I'm going to say this one time because I repeat it a lot, it gets repetitious. I don't think that trans women belong in women's bathrooms. I don't think that trans women belong in women's sports. I don't think kids should transition before they're 18, nor should parents be allowed to. And I did hear on the news this week that California passed some stupid law where they can't tell the parents if the kids identify as trans at school. That's ridiculous. It makes me so angry, so mad. So I'm not your typical trans person. I don't try to force my issue on anybody. I'm not going to cram it down anybody's throat. I think that the LGBT community, this is another thing I heard today, is I got a problem with them. During the parade, I heard that people had no pants on and were literally practicing or showing like a sex act, peeing on somebody in the street in front of kids during the LGBT community or a pride parade. That's not what I stand for. If that's what they're all about, I don't want nothing to do with it. That's just beyond me. People were asking the police to do something. The cops were like, we can't do nothing. If that's just, how come somebody from the LGBT community, for one, didn't throw them out of the parade, and two, hasn't denounced that kind of behavior during a parade where you got children watching? I'm sorry, that's a rant, but I heard that today and I was just furious. Just furious. Okay, Chris, go ahead.
Okay. when I said that the person said I would love to write a story.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get this in, but this is Jocelyn for life. Jocelyn has been with us every
Oh,
night.
yeah. Oh, perfect, Jocelyn.
The story's not about me, but about my cousin.
Oh, yeah. Great.
My cousin is transitioned from female to male. She is 17 and just got surgery.
Oh, really?
Yep. She regretted it, but I still love who they are. I just wanted to share.
Which you want to elaborate now and tell me what part she regretted, or do you want to put it in your story and have me read it later? Either way would be great for me. I mean, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. Jocelyn just said I was running out of words when okay. God bless it.
There's a mouse in the wall. It's driving me fucking crazy.
It doesn't leave when you do that, though.
No, it doesn't. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had a...
Jocelyn said I was running out of words when typing.
For what do you mean? I mean,
remember how I just told you about the story?
Yeah. Oh, do you want to do it in live? Do you want to write your story in live chat, or do you want to send it to email or something? It's up to you. Either way, if you put it in live chat now, Chris will read it.
Then everyone else would too. Maybe that would
True.
Person would like you just to keep it personal.
Okay.
With those questions out there, answer us if you will.
What other questions you have?
Well, you can mention that they could use your email to get you.
Yes, they can use the email to submit it. It's foreverforbidden.com@gmail.com. All one word, foreverforbidden.com @gmail.com. Yeah. It's our domain name. Registered.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions, but
I'm gonna scream at that fucking mouse right over here. It's driving me crazy. So anyway, she said she doesn't have any more questions, so I'll just keep flapping my gums. I'm not a typical people that, I don't see things differently than most of you as far as, kids and transitioning and all that stuff. I'm just reverting back to what I know about talking about right now, because kids we shouldn't be transitioning anybody till they're over 18. Let them make that decision. Don't leave it up to the parents. I think I am completely 100% against the LGBT community when it comes to that. Although, I mean, I appreciate their hard work, but I think that they've lost their way. I think that LGBT, they're going too far. They've bought into their own hype. They think that they're better than everybody else. And, it's just not, what they're doing is not good. I don't like it. I'm kind of embarrassed for them. The things that I heard that went on in the parade in San Francisco are disgusting. And nobody said anything. Nobody's came out and said anything like apologize to those children that had to witness grown men walking around with no pants on. What the fuck, man? There's enough hate out there for people like me. Why make it worse? Sorry, excuse my language. I apologize.
If your bladder is completely full and you're unable to hold in your urine, start thinking about sex. It'll provide
I've heard that before.
It'll provide you with some comfort, at least initially.
I've heard that before too, because you can't pee with a boner.
Oh, nice. Well, they made that pretty androgynous. They didn't say about females, but
well, that's right.
Now check this one out. Tilting your head while looking up or during tilting your head while looking up. Okay. Or during a discussion makes you appear more appealing and sexier, according to research. You should try that one again.
So I should be like this all the time?
Tilt your head and look up. Oh, boy. That's a good one. More appealing and sexier, according to research. Well, shit, then I don't want to look appealing and sexier because I've tried it, too.
I heard that if you bite your finger, like...
I tried that, and it didn't work for me. When a person sobs and the first teardrop comes from the left eye, that person is experiencing pain.
When they're sobbing, who stops to realize which eye it came first?
If it comes from the right eye, it represents happiness.
Next time I'm sobbing, I'll try.
No, maybe if you see them on TV, you don't know if they're really sad
I mean,
or happy.
But if you're stuck in the emotional moment, I mean, do somebody really go, oh my God, I'm sobbing, but that was out of my right eye, the first teardrop fell?
Well, no, you shouldn't be conscious of it.
I think
if you saw a person sobbing on TV or otherwise,
it would probably make me stop sobbing if I was thinking about which tear came out of what eye.
Well, still.
Hold on, let me look cute.
It's estimated that men spend
Mm-hmm.
how much of their lives looking at women?
All of it.
Well, how percentage?
Percentage of their lives?
Yes.
75%.
You sure about that?
99%.
Wow, really? It's estimated that men spend about half a year of their lives looking at women.
Just that's it?
No, I'm sorry. Spend about a year of their lives looking at women.
Is this during football Sunday or not?
And is it consecutive times for the full year or for their
Oh,
life?
you mean, that's a lie. That's bullshit.
Men spend about a year of their lives looking at women.
Men spend time, depends on how much time women are in front of them, because whatever time women are in front of men, they're looking.
It has been discovered that a guy and a woman can never be. It has been discovered that a guy and a woman can never be more than merely friends.
What do you mean?
That's what it says. It has been discovered that a guy and a woman can never be more than merely friends.
Merely friends?
Yes.
What if they're married? Aren't they more than friends? Or it's sexually active, that's more than friends. I don't get that statement.
Because a woman doesn't always.
Do I think that men and women can be friends? It might, no. I mean, I think they can be friends, but it always seems to evolve into something. Or, I don't know. I'm a terrible person to ask that. Because I never had when I was a man, I never had a girl I didn't sleep with. So, that's terrible, I'm sorry. I try to be true.
I am too.
You're sorry too. I'm trying to be truthful, but
that a guy and a woman can never be more than merely friends.
I think that
So,
I don't know. I've never met a guy and a girl that were friends that didn't get it on at one point or another. Never. So is that just friends, or is that friends with benefits? Or
you've said it all.
I mean, really, have you? Have you ever had a guy you didn't sleep with that was your friend?
Yes.
Just your friend?
Yeah.
For how long?
Long times and varying people.
Okay, what are the people saying in chat? What are they saying in chat about it?
There is no chat. This is a listed question.
There is chat.
I'm not on YouTube. There is no chat here.
What do you? Oh, you're reading Reddit or something?
Yes.
Oh! I didn't know that. You didn't tell us that. Okay. She's reading Reddit. I thought she was reading your guys' comments. Sorry. Want you read some of the comments then?
There aren't any. This is a thing where it
no,
says
on YouTube, the YouTube comments.
Sure, I can switch over to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were there.
No, but I mean, if I could see them, I'd read them. Give me my laptop right here, please, and then I'll try to read the comments while you read those. If you could, please.
Well, I read what? Look out! There's glass right here. Oh.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Will you
but
read?
I feel sorry for your daughter who's probably watching this because.
My daughter?
Your older daughter.
Shauna?
Yes. You didn't have to say. That's why I said your older daughter.
She says it's too repetitious for her. That we need to talk about different things.
We are. It's slow going.
You're the one making it slow.
Well, you're the one not knowing what we're doing and contradicting me.
We're having an argument right now here.
It is?
Now you're going to argue about whether or not we're having an argument. Oh my gosh. I'm going to strangle her in the mouth. That's a joke. I was kidding. I'm not going to really strangle her.
I bet it's Slong. I bet it's Slong looks like a baby arm.
Whose? Mine?
Yep.
You bet my schlong looks like a baby arm?
That's what the comment
Not on
said.
my... No. What are you... Really? Why would you...
There was no schlong, Kristen.
What, but a baby arm? That's creepy. There's some creepy fucking people. Do you know that they call you a troll? Just curious. Do you embrace that trollness? Or do you say, I'm not really a troll. I'm just a truth teller. I'm just curious because they call you a troll.
Okay, there's a couple things here.
Go ahead.
Misery Loves Company says, please remember that you're fearfully and wonderfully made. God loves you so much, always.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's from Misery Loves Company.
Go ahead. More.
Does chat support gay?
More.
What do you think a G means in LGBTQ.
What did they ask? What was the
Does
question?
chat support gay?
Chad support?
Chat.
Chat support. I don't get it. What do they mean? Is that gay?
How would I know?
Fuck.
I don't know. It says, does chat support gay?
I don't know.
And then back down here, where did I leave? Nice legs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, he's talking to you or me?
No, hopefully.
I don't. Do you know the? Do you know the freaking password to our internet?
I can go find it for you.
It's outside.
Okay.
You want to go find it outside? It's hanging. It's hanging because it fell down.
231243.
Is that it?
We can just tell everybody, sure.
Well, you don't. They don't know the rest. Two, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3.
Yeah. Okay. That's yours. No.
Fucker. I think it might have worked. No, not that.
Oh.
The password. It did. Good job, Chris.
Sure. Okay.
Fuck, man, I'm impressed.
Good for someone.
No, I'm impressed. I had no clue. Okay, so go ahead, read.
And you know, I entered that password probably 3 times total ever.
That's incredible.
Getting to it here. I just went way back to where we left off.
Okay, I got some chat here. He left to get milk.
I got that a long time ago. Yes, he did.
Right before the started grumble.
That was her.
Her name is Galexa. She's from... They must be chatting amongst themselves. But now you want to read that I'm on there.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
You're not where I am.
You're going to find Reddit? Who's here today anyway? Anybody recognize? Goddamn surfer, when he said he was going to get... There's a mouse in the wall, sorry. Making me crazy. Good morning, y'all. Hello, Austin. How you doing? How you doing, Austin?
Good.
I don't think I've ever met anybody named Austin before.
Alan Ortiz says you're a real hustler to be doing that at this time.
What am I doing?
For real, 100. Being online at this time, or banging on the wall.
There's a mouse in the wall right there.
Susan Yeager says, hey man, appreciate your hard work. Hello from Warren County, Missouri.
Hi, Missouri. That's
Hi,
cool.
Susan.
I love it when people, you know, if you're not from California, chime in and let me know where you're from. I think it's really cool. People that are from different areas. I mean, I really do. This is driving me crazy. If I had a screwdriver, I'd stab the wall.
Really
Going good. Those feet are non-existent. Austin Power, oh, behave. Central call, Texas here. Hi, Texas. Texas is cool.
Why not
I've been
work
through there
and
one
get
time.
your own money?
What?
Why not work and get your own money?
Me? I do work.
I don't think this is right.
I don't make money off YouTube. I got a job. I work hard, actually. Probably harder than you do, troll. I was curious, do you embrace the trollness? Do you say, I'm going to be the best troll that I can?
And what does trolling mean? I don't really know.
Can you add me to live so I can draw you, please?
As far as the mouse, NB says you got someone tied up and they're making noises trying to get out.
Really? What do you mean? Can you make you live so you can draw me? I don't understand.
That's something totally different. You didn't address that one.
Isn't it live already? Can you add me to your live so I can draw you, please? I don't know how to do that. Unless, oh, I think I know. Hold on, I'll try. Just give me a minute. Christine, talk.
And Austin Carr says, do not give trolls attention. They can't get attention on the real world, so they seek it here.
How can they not hear that?
Maybe.
It's driving me crazy. It's in my ear. And when I pound that, it doesn't even scare that little fucker. Hello? Hello? Stop for a minute. Just a minute.
Kinky cut up in the walls.
It's
LOL.
Nobody's I wish you guys could hear that because it's driving me bonkers.
Are you trans?
I'm from California.
Are you trans? Mm-hmm. If you are, what made you feel a woman?
What made me feel a woman? Feel like a woman? I don't understand the question.
Well, it says, are you trans?
What made you feel a woman?
You know what they mean.
Feel like a woman?
Yes.
Or what made me think that I was a woman?
Why would they say feel a woman? They mean feel like a woman.
When I was 6 years old, I used to pray to God that to put me in the wrong body. When I was in my mama's belly, she took birth control pills throughout her whole pregnancy. So the estrogen created my brain to think that it was female, yet the body was male. I waited 55 years to come out. I came out and I could do this channel because I wanted to just show people that there are trans people that are just normal people. And I've met some of the most beautiful people on here that I've ever known, you know, like Debbie and Trains and Trucks. I didn't see him here because we started late tonight. It's my fault. I went to the casino. Lost.
Board, like always, says Surfer and Alan, y'all could hold it down.
Hold it down?
Someone might be banging on your wall with someone. No, but banging on the window or the wall, I mean, maybe that was too much.
Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'll turn that down. I'm trying to add this person to, I don't know how to add her to live. Her or him, whoever.
What made you feel like a woman? They said no.
Nothing before I started to transition. After I transitioned, just presenting myself that way, feeling kind of pretty. It was a process, a slow process, because I really hated myself before, and now I kind of like myself, even though I get a lot of shit. People say I don't look that great, but it's okay. You know, it's what you look at when you look in the mirror that matters most. You know, and I've met some people here that I find just super awesome people. I mean, and some of the stories that I get are so touching that if you have a heart, it'd bring you to tears. You know, I'll tell you a brief one from last week. The lady said that she had seen one of my shorts where I said, you know, 10 things you don't know about being trans. And one of the ones that I said was that most trans people sit in their car for 10 to 15 minutes before they go into the store because they're preparing themselves for what's going to happen when they go in. The laughs, the looks, the whispers, stuff like that. So, and generally they're alone because they've been disowned by their family and friends. And this person thought that was touching because she knew a trans person that she would see in a store, you know, occasionally. And she never thought of it that way. So the next time she seen this person, she invited her to a family barbecue that she was having. And the lady showed up and went, and she told the lady who invited her, the trans lady said to her, I haven't been invited to a family function in 30 years. And just the fact that this has bloomed just from one of my dumb little shorts is reason to keep going and to keep, because I'm not a typical transgender person, people. I really not. I don't believe half the shit that the community is putting out there. I think, and I want to apologize for it for being shoved down all your throats, because it's not right what we're doing. You know, how are we ever going to be accepted if we're constantly telling people what they need to think, what they should say? You know, that if you look at me, you can tell I'm obviously transgender, and it's not natural for people to call me miss or ma'am. It's not natural to them. I hope it will be someday, but it's not right now, and it's okay. It takes time. Trans need to, we just need to step back, let people catch up, catch their breath, stop forcing people to do shit, Stop telling me that a child of 3 years old knows that they want to be a transgender. They know that they're in the wrong. No, they don't. They don't know. It's bullshit. It's the parents that are fucked up, not the kid. So anyway, and I think of a lot of things. I think being trans means that my brain developed wrong. Something happened to my brain to where it didn't develop correctly, because if it did, I wouldn't be transgender. I'm not saying I'm sad that I'm trans, but it's very hard. If you think being trans is easy, you got another thing coming. If you think I'm just putting my face out there because this is so hard to do. I'm 60 years old, 60, and doing this at this age is just crazy. But I'm at the end of my life, and I was not going to live another day without being who I feel that I am myself, and that's what I'm doing. And if you have any questions that are really questions, how I feel about certain things that you disagree with about trans people, ask me. See if I agree with you or if I agree with them. I dare you. Ask me a question that you think is, like, I can't stand this about trans people, and we'll see if I agree with you or not. Throw it out there. I'm ready.
Okay. This one person's been posting, I'm from Iran, like 4 or 5 times on here, and trying to get kind of to keep putting it back on.
Change gears, not
Can you
gender.
add me to your live so I can draw you, please?
I don't know how to add you to my life. I tried. Dude, tell me how, and I'll add you. I don't care. I don't know what you mean by draw me, but
you ready to read that one?
A man said, "How do you tuck your meat?"
Oh.
That's okay. You know what I said to ask? Do you really want to know? Is that something you really want to know? If you really, really want to know, I'll tell you. If you don't, because I'm scheduled for a surgery in like a week where I ain't got to do anything after that. It will take care of that issue. But if you're really, really curious, I'd be more than happy to tell you.
So are you the pitcher or the catcher?
I'm the referee.
Don't mention God in this shit, bro.
Why? God loves me just as much as anybody else.
What's the number 1111 stand for behind you?
That is a number, I tried to tell this last time, it came out terribly. 1111 is numbers that have always been something to me. They've just always haunted me in weird ways. So I had AI figure out my life number and my something other number. There's 2 numbers in numerology studies. Anyway, both of mine were 11, which is super rare. And then I told AI to take my name, first, last, and middle, before I transitioned, first, last, middle, now, and put a numeric value to them. A being 1, Z being 26. They took my names and they came up with a number for my old name and a number for my new name. And I said, now, not knowing what the totals were, I said, now deduct 11 from my old name because I'm not that no more, and add the 11 to the other name, and the numbers were exactly the same. If you followed that, it's incredible. So anyway, that's kind of what the 1111 is about. One of these days. Oh, and you know what is crazier? And after that happened, it got erased from AI. They didn't want me to have that calculation for some reason. Twice it got erased for no reason. I could see what was before it and after it, but that got erased. I don't know why. Why did they attack it and erase it? It's a conspiracy theory. Woohoo! I feel bad for your parents. Well, they're embarrassed of me and they're humiliated. That's the bottom line. That's the truth. My parents are embarrassed and they're humiliated that their son is transgender. And I'm sorry that they feel that way. It breaks my heart that they feel that way. But I thought that unconditional love meant that you love people no matter what, that there wasn't conditions. But apparently there is. And I think that they're wrong. However, I'm sad that they are embarrassed of me. It breaks my heart. I lost so much respect out of people when I became transgender. People just stopped respecting me all out. And at my age, I had a lot of people that respected me, and they just stopped. So it shows you how important this is to me.
DZY says, please seek help genuinely.
You can skip those. I've answered that too many times.
Okay. Yep.
That's my birthday, 11/11. Cool. And
but it's not.
This is another.
Their birthday. My
daughter was going to have a child, and they were going to take the child C-section. And another thing, the doctor said we're going to take it November 11th, 11/11. And I was like, oh my God, it just keeps showing up. It's so many ways it showed up. I just don't have time right here to go through them all. But 11/11 has been my it's kind of been I thought it was like a curse, but I'm thinking it's a blessing, and the world's trying to tell me something. I just don't know what it is yet. Okay, sorry, but I don't think you ever had respect in the first place. I think I did. You don't know me. You don't know what my life was before. Christine, did I have respect for people before?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Yes. Yeah, I did. People respected me. Trust me. You can think they don't. It doesn't get me mad that you said that. I'm just saying.
Simply Thirstful says, sorry, but I don't think you have ever had respect in the
I
first
just
place.
read that.
Oh, you did?
Why do you read the same ones I read?
Because I'm trying to catch up and you're reading along.
You still got time. You can glue the meat back.
I only get like 3 questions per page here.
Go ahead. See if you don't like men. No, that's my... Over there. Ask her.
Devin J. Hall says, sorry, all these people are garbage.
They just need something to do. They're bored. So, finding a transfer stuff. The problem is it doesn't piss me off, so they're not going to get much jollies out of it. I think it's kind of funny.
People are writing shit, just crap comments.
It's all right.
So rude.
I mean, you can read the ones you want. You don't have to read them. Just,
I'm trying to
every once in a while, I think that the trolls deserve it, to get read every once in a while. But if there's real questions in between, I'd much rather read those.
Okay. What did you say? You said if I have ones that...
Oh, just the ones that, you need help, get help. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's getting ridiculous. How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Okay.
5'11", 5'10", somewhere around there.
Okay. And Green Shark says, hi.
Hi.
Smiley emoji.
Hi, Green Shark. Green Shark, is that what you say?
Green Sharks.
Sharks. Hi, Green Sharks. Thanks for coming in. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. It's not going to hurt anybody. If anything else, you can subscribe. Even if you're a troll, you can subscribe. And then you can troll me every time I come on.
Oh, here's a loaded one.
Who's here? Rita. Hi, Rita.
Here's a loaded one.
Go ahead, read it, Chris. Hi,
Is
Rita.
it not blasphemous to transition? By transitioning, you're saying that God has made you incorrectly.
Nope, got an answer for
that. You answered the exact question?
I have an answer for that question.
Okay, well, they're not done. Go ahead, though.
Okay, so who's to say, not you because you're not God, neither am I, who's to say that God didn't have a plan for me the first half of my life, and then from now on his plan is for me to do this for the rest of my life? Who's to say? So no, God didn't make a mistake. He just had a different plan. He changed it up on me. He says, okay, now you get to be this. Maybe God wanted me to be a girl my whole life, and I just was waiting too long. There you go. Yeah. You don't know if you're right or if I'm right because you're not God.
I think Debbie went to bed.
Debbie leave?
I think.
Oh, he's probably got bored.
Look at her hands. She could beat all of you in cells.
Yeah, I got big hands. I do ranch work every day. I'm a maintenance person on a ranch. Right now I'm remodeling a bathroom. That's what I do. Look at my, if you go back and look at my little videos or whatever, one of them is showing that a house that I built, or a studio apartment that I built myself from the foundation up. So yeah, I got big hands, and they're strong too. Go pop your head like a grape.
Yeah. Gosh.
What? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, Chris.
How are you so confident?
I wasn't at first. I was really actually very nervous. And when I see foolish people trolling me, as you guys say, on this platform, it just makes me laugh. So now when I go into public, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. But at first, I was so frightened. I mean, so scared. And what people said hurt my feelings so bad. I would leave the store crying sometimes. And for somebody like me, because I was not a girly person before I transitioned. I was not girly at all. I was rather a thug. I was kind of, lots of people were extremely shocked.
What was your favorite band growing up?
I liked Rod Stewart, but the Eagles were my favorite band. Rod Stewart was cool. He was the first rock and roll person I ever listened to. I mean, I kind of I was born in 1964, so the people that I like, unless you're older, you probably wouldn't even know who they are. I mean, I like Meatloaf, and there's a lot of different things, a lot of different bands.
Rita Ray's second comment said, hey, darling.
I know, I said hi, Rita. Hi, Rita, thanks for coming back.
She wrote another one.
I appreciate it. Personally, I don't agree with the idea of transgenderism because I've seen no logical need to separate gender and sex, but I also
Whoa, where are you?
borderline emotionless. I'm emotional, intelligent. I don't know. Chris, you can probably read that better than me.
Well, I
Trains
could,
and
but I'm
Trucks
not
here.
anywhere near where you are.
Trains and Truck is here. Hi, Trains and Trucks. Thanks for joining us. What are you doing up so late? I checked out your page, and you are definitely Trains and Trucks person. I checked out your YouTube page, and you like Trains and Trucks. That's cool. So what?
You kind of have a Margot Kidder thing going on. I'm here for it.
Who's Margot Kidder?
Margot Kidder, oh my God, that's dead on. Mike Cucci's Harry said, Margot Kidder thing going on.
Who's Margot Kidder?
It's an actress.
I know who. I never heard of her.
I can't tell you anything she's been on, but I know exactly who she is. And Mike is right. You do have a Margot Kidder thing going on.
I've got a question. Am I gay or bi or what? Am I attracted? Can I read some too, Chris?
Well, yeah, but you didn't.
Just a minute. I got a question. Am I gay or bi or what? Am I attracted to women and trans women but not attracted to men? Because you're attracted to the woman part of a trans woman. I think there's beautiful trans women out there. You know, absolutely. And no, I don't think that makes you gay. I don't think it makes you bi. Unless you're attracted to the male sex organ, then why would it make you bi or gay? That's just my opinion. I just don't think so. I mean, if a trans person is transitioned and they have a vagina and breasts and stuff, and that's what you're attracted to, then you're heterosexual. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
Do you think your lifestyle infringes on the rights of women?
No, I don't, but I think we all should have the same rights, but I understand women who think that. I'm not trying to do the proverbial blackface for, trans, or for women and stuff, and I understand how some of them are upset about it, but I'm really not trying to outstage anybody. I'm not trying to be them. I'm just trying to be what makes me comfortable in myself. When you spend 50-something years hating your reflection in the mirror, and you find out why, and then you can change that and actually like what you look at, it's a big difference. This has changed my life. It makes me want to live. I would not be alive if it wasn't for this. You can ask her over there. I wouldn't be here. Okay, I'm done with that one. Go ahead.
Personally, I don't agree with the idea of transgenderism because I've seen no logical need
I
to
just
separate.
read that one. Oh, but I didn't get it right. Go ahead.
My emotional intelligence quotient is 32. I didn't hear you say that.
I said I didn't get it right. Go ahead and read it. I didn't read it correctly.
Okay. It says, personally, I don't agree with the idea of transgenderism because I've seen no logical need to separate gender and sex, but I'm also borderline emotionless. My emotional intelligence quotient is 32.
Are you I don't mean this in a, are you a sociopath or a psychopath, do you think? And I'm not being funny, I'm not making fun of you, I'm just asking, because if you're borderline emotionless, then you're probably borderline sociopath, or have an extreme, and by the way, I'm going to say this really fast, no, I don't think trans women belong in women's sports. I've answered the question. And I don't know what you mean, separate sex from gender. I guess I know what you mean, but I'm really not sure what your question is in there. I don't get it. And yes, somebody else said my voice is a dead giveaway. Duh. Of course it is. I can come on here and pretend to talk like a girl, but that's fake. It doesn't sound right to me. Or like Chris says, you sound like an idiot, she says. My friend and I are my friend. I am a narcissist. I am a narcissist, or at least on medical records, I am narcissist. I get it. I mean, I married a narcissist, and she was very, very cold. She did some calculating things that hurt people, and she showed no emotion. I feel for you, and I think it's admirable the fact that you will admit it and that you know it. I mean, it's got to be a tough life because there's so much to feel out there, and to not be able to, it's got to suck, but maybe not for you. I don't know. Tell me more about what it's like to be a narcissist. I mean, I only know from my ex.
When you fart, does it make noise?
That's ridiculous.
How stupid the comments are getting is how ridiculous.
Ha ha ha. It's almost 4 a.m. I woke up like 6 p.m. today because of the rainy weather. Slept for a long while. Thanks for checking out the page. Glad to hear that you like trains and trucks. I do. Trains are cool. When we were kids, we used to take pennies and put them on the train tracks, and when the trains came by, they would smash them into smithereens. Trying to find them was the hard part, but trains were cool. That was
you like trains and trucks?
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe for the person that is the writer.
Matthew says, you're a human who is deserving of love and kindness. You have a nice day. Thank you very much for that. That's a beautiful sentiment on your way out. If you want to subscribe, we're going to have more to do on this channel than just talk about trans. My daughter said it's becoming really repetitious. So if anybody out there has a story or a confession or something that you want to send to, I'm gonna post the email address. It's foreverforbidden.com@gmail.com. But I will write it in there somewhere in the description of this live. And if you have, you look at 111 people here. I just had to point out the 11. You know, send in your stories about somebody else, cool stories or confessions that you don't want to tell anybody. You can be completely anonymous if you want. I think that'd be fun, these real life stories, and then come back. We'll read them online, and we'll get the viewers' responses or thoughts. Or if you have questions, am I an asshole because I cheated on my girlfriend with her mom? So, you know, something crazy. Okay.
She had your girlfriend with her mom.
I'm just making something up.
Okay, Alan says, let's not judge sociopaths, though.
No, I'm not judging. I think it's a hard life. I think that's a very, very, very hard life. And somebody, I think they were being funny, huh? They didn't mean it.
IMO says, my friend, I am a narcissist, or at least on medical records, I'm a narcissist.
I read that one.
Oh, you did. So you were so far ahead of me.
No, I'm in the same you are. I mean,
if you want to read these,
Chris, just pick one that I didn't read. There's 100 of them. This is my first time seeing a transgender. Transformer. Oh, a transformer. Never mind. I'm dumb. Wow, I literally was talking about a Bruce before he turned to Caitlin. Bruce, when I was a child, Bruce was in the Olympics and stuff. I mean, I used to see him on the Wheaties box when I was eating cereal. So he was an icon. You know, when he transitioned, it didn't make me want to, but his courage gave me some strength in order to, because he's a little bit older than me. When he transitioned, I did it at 55. I think he did it at 61 or something like that. So, you know, and he's ultra famous and ultra rich. I'm not. I'm ultra poor. I am poor as fuck. Okay. I'm sorry about the language. That was wrong. I shouldn't cuss like that.
I'm almost done looking this up. Maybe you can grab the next question.
The worst thing about it is that it's not hard. Wow. I get that. That is such a deep statement. That is a narcissist saying that the worst thing about being a narcissist is that it's not hard. That's really deep. If you really think about that, that is a really profound statement.
Okay. And I got it back just a second. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Northern California.
Okay. I'm cool with trans rights, but can't pretend you were never a man, though.
I don't pretend that I was never a man. I don't. And I don't pretend that anybody else is going to pretend that I was never a man. I don't pretend that when I walk into a store, people don't know that I was a man at one time. I accept that. And all I want them to do is just treat me with the same respect as everybody else. I'm not asking them to bend over backwards. I'm not going to like scream and holler if somebody, you know, misgenders me, because it's not a misgender. If they call me sir, how is that misgender when I was born? You don't have to. If that's what you guys, if you feel that you just don't have it in you to say ma'am to somebody that you know is transgender, then don't.
Do you know about troll streamer Wings of Redemption?
No.
Okay, maybe you can elaborate if you want, or I can look that up in between these.
Somebody said, let me get this. This is an important one. Oh, sorry. It says, y'all just don't push your shit on children or force people to accept confusion.
Yes.
Do you and stop pushing it on us. I don't push it on anybody. The only people that could even say that I'm pushing it on them is my family, because I'm not saying that they have to accept me, but if they want me in their life, they're going to have to. I do not believe that children should be touched before they're 18. It has to be their decision when they grow up. Leave kids alone. That I've always had strong feelings about that. I think it's wrong what they're doing. It's wrong for the LGBT community to be pushing this down people's throats. Let people get used to it. And stop making it a glorious thing, and kids will stop wanting to be trans. That's just it. It's an attention grab.
Carlos said, I'm actually kind of happy for you and your wife.
Thank you.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Because if it wasn't for this, she wouldn't have a partner anymore. I would not be here. I'm telling you, I would not be here. I keep saying that one of these days I'll go into detail about why I wouldn't be here, but there's reasons, and they're legitimate, and if I didn't change my ways, I would be dead.
Carlos again says, the third one, it makes me happy to see someone happy.
Yes, I'm extremely happy. I mean, beyond you can possibly imagine, and I have hope in life that I got procedures coming up that's going to make me more where I can present myself as even more of a female. And then hopefully I can get to a point where I just fit in. I don't want to stand out. I want to fit in.
Yeah, okay. I just looked up an acronym and feel totally stupid for doing that because it makes sense. My next question is, what's it like to look in the mirror and hate yourself? All I know is looking in the mirror and thinking of myself as God, even though that voice whisperer, sweet nothings I know is false, but I listen.
You know what? You want to know what it's like? Look in the mirror, hating yourself. Put it this way: before I started transition, before I really even knew what transgender was all about, I had honestly thought about cutting my own penis off. That's what it's like to look in the mirror and hate yourself.
Okay. Well, this one nice person says, Matthew says, we're just people.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry you have to deal with hate and vitriol.
Mm-hmm.
To me, your gender and sexuality is not super interesting or important. More interested in what your interests are.
I like football. But I appreciate your statement, and I hope that it will get to a point to where this is an old topic nobody wants to talk about. You know, who cares if you're trans? That's what I want. I want people just to not care that there's transgender people, because I think if we stop making a big deal out of it, I think people will stop saying they're trans just because it's popular. And then the people that are truly transgender can go about their way and try to find their happiness. You know, I think that this onslaught of trans people coming out is just because it seems cool to kids. And most of them grow out of it. They really do. This is why you need to leave them alone. You cannot transition children before they're 18. It's not fair to the parents to have to make those decisions. It's just not fair.
Is it more of a struggle for you now to live your life than it was for you 20 years ago?
Well, it's a different struggle. And things have calmed down a little bit. It was extremely hard for me to tell people to come out to my job. I work on a dairy ranch. I work with all men. My boss is extremely religious Christian or Catholic, and it was hard. It was hard coming out. It's starting to settle down a little bit now. Before I was trans, I was living a life of misery. I put myself into many. I was hanging around with drug dealers and drug addicts, and I was daring people to take me out. And it came close a few times that they actually succeeded, almost succeeded. I was running for my life, and it was just you've heard of ending your life by cop. You're not supposed to say that word on here, that slice and slide, if you know what I mean. But I was trying to do that through bad people that I knew, just antagonizing them enough to make them mad enough to where they would want to take me out, and I almost succeeded a few times.
Matthew at their community is always, I see, he's speaking to someone else. Shades is speaking to Matthew now on this. Matthew, their community is always putting a spotlight on it. No one went searching for them.
Say that again. I'm sorry, Chris.
Matthew says, Shades is writing to Matthew on this site.
Okay.
Says, Matthew, their community is always putting a spotlight on it. No one went searching for them.
I like the Raiders, trains and trucks. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
But you didn't answer it.
Because they're talking amongst themselves, not to me.
Okay. What's your favorite gemstone?
The ruby.
Okay. And I'll be honest. I'll be honest myself to you. When we started going up, and I started dragging down the people around me. So I'll be honest. When I started growing up, it says, and I started dragging down the people around me.
Who said that?
This person that's responded several times, IMO, says,
Just curious, how long have you been on hormones? What surgeries? And what surgeries you're thinking of getting in the future? Or what surgeries have you had? Also, don't listen to the hateful message of people. Okay, I've been on hormones for 2.5 years, Christine.
yes.
2.5 years, roughly. I've had no surgeries yet. I have my first surgery is scheduled for 1 week from today. Yesterday. 1 week from yesterday. That's the bottom surgery. After that, I have dates set up for top surgery and for facial feminization surgery. Those are all in the works. They're already signed up. It's just going to be about a 2-year process for everything to get done. So if you watch this channel and you subscribe, you can watch it change right before your eyes because I'm not hiding anything. I've come out here to be honest so people can understand what it means to be transgender, what it takes to be transgender, and we are just normal people who have normal things. We don't want fucked up shit. Oh, man, my language. We don't want to do messed up stuff. We don't want to mess with kids. That's just bad apples screaming loud and louder than we are, so I decided to start screaming back. So I hope that answers your question. That's what the plans are for me.
Trains and Trucks, thank you for looking out for us on this site. And because, Tim, if you got nothing nice to say, you can always exit, is what Trains and Trucks had to say.
Go somewhere else. I mean, we're here for a reason.
And thank you for watching out for us.
Thank you for watching out for me, Trains and Trucks. I mean, yeah. I owe you more than anything. You guys come here all the time when I'm on, and you always stick up for me, and you always manage, the chat and stuff. I think if people would just actually stop and listen to what I'm saying, they might understand a little bit more what I'm about. I am not your typical rainbow person. I'm not. And I owe a lot to the rainbow community because they paved the way for me to have the programs that are in place. But they're going too far. They think that their shit don't stink, that they can do anything they want. You have 1 day for fathers and 30 days for trans. That's not right. Your trans month, but a Father's Day, it should be the other way around. I mean, just my opinion. I get a lot of hate for what I think, but I don't care. I'll take it. I'm 55 years old. Gosh, I wish I'm 60 years old. I started. 55. I know. I was just doing myself a favor. I'm 55. I wish I was 55. I'm 60.
Well, IMO that's responded and written before says that my self-esteem only starts going up when I drug down those around me.
Really?
Familiar?
That's because he is a narcissist.
Well,
yeah, that's my ex-wife is the same way. She lives on other people's sorrows. She has been after me to make me miserable throughout our whole marriage, and ever since. And we've been divorced for over 20 years, and she still comes after me because it gives her such joy when I am in pain. And when I came out and she found out about it, I thought she was going to have an orgasm on the spot because she knew that was one weapon that she could use against me with my daughter, and she has done it repeatedly, and it's successful. She's in her ear, and it's making her happy, but my daughter just doesn't understand what narcissists are and what they do, and it's damaging her. I mean, you can blame me if you want, but I love my girls, and I hope that she someday comes around and accepts me for who I am, so we can have that wonderful relationship that we had before. It hurts me that my daughter and I are not talking. My oldest daughter, we're great. She's an amazing person. So is my younger daughter, but she's listening to the wrong people. My opinion. Go ahead.
8-Ball the Snitch says, can you get smaller hand surgery? I'm actually serious. By the way, not trolling. You didn't hear the last of that.
Yeah, I did. By the way, not trolling. She's absolutely serious. I wish. You can't. I've thought about. I wear gloves a lot, you know, especially because my hands are huge because I've done construction my whole life, and so I have big, strong hands. No, you can't. They might shrink a little bit due to the muscle loss. I mean, I've already lost a lot of muscle, having taken hormones for that long time. And when I get bottom surgery, there will be absolutely zero testosterone in my body at that point. So I expect I'll lose more muscle tone, and then the fat will shift on the body down for the hips and the butt, you know, up to the breast, stuff like that. It's just part of, you know, the body accepting the estrogen.
Matthew says it's ironic you talk about their community, putting it in the spotlight. Nobody made you stop here.
No.
Disagree, disapprove if you want, but don't pretend you've figured it all out, though.
Me? I haven't figured anything out. I'm just going by what I see. When you have a parade and you're representing me, saying that because I'm part of this community, and I'm saying I'm part of this community, and you have men walking around in a parade with no pants on, with their dicks hanging out, and then they pee on each other in the middle of the street in front of children, I don't want to be a part of that group. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm saying I know what I've seen. And whether that is disgusting, it should never be allowed. They should have been arrested. And to think that, you know, just because they're part of the LGBT community, they should get away with that, doing that in public in front of children, bullshit. Sorry. Kick me out of the freaking LGBT thing. I don't give a shit. That's wrong. Making kids transition when they're 5 or 6, like they know what they want when they're 5 or 6, is wrong. Sorry. I'm not going to agree with something that's just fucking wrong.
Mr. Shannon says, damn, you look good with 2 years of hormones. That's crazy. Thank you for your answer. I really appreciate it. Don't let anyone pull you down to their level. Be yourself. Life is too bloody short.
I get angry that when there's people, like, I am now, by proxy, a part of this community. When people see something like that happen during a parade, then they look at me later, they think that I approve of that stuff, that that's what I'm all about. That's bullshit. I know somebody actually who knows some high up people in the LGBT community, the ones that like the board members. I want to ask that person when I see him again, what the hell's up with that? Why are they making our lives any harder than they already are by allowing shit like that to happen? You could be a pride parade without having to pull your fucking pants down. Oh.
And speaking of how you look, I just lost it. How you look now, after your hormones and everything else, and he said, wow, 60, maybe 45 or 40. Not 60.
60. 1964 I was born.
Is it cold where you're at?
No. It's hot.
What time is it in your country?
In my country?
Yeah.
Which time zone? In my time zone, it is it 2:20 in the morning?
It is.
I got to get out this, people. I got to work at 8. But, you know, I got on late. I do this all the time. I'm sorry to the person that kept trying to ask me to add them to the chat. I don't know how to do that while it's going on. I know how to do it before. If you want to leave me a message afterwards, and the next time I come on, you want to come on and do your drawing or whatever, fine. Or how about this? I would love to do interviews. If anybody out there wants to come on this show and share screen with me, I will split the screen. And if you want to argue any of your points against what I believe, I'm more than happy to have that debate with you. Or if you just want to get on here and tell your story, leave your information in the not in the chat, but in like afterwards when you want to comment about it or whatever, in the comments. Leave your information there. I'll get in contact with you. We'll work something out. And believe me, I'm more happy to debate people on my beliefs and where I stand in this, whether you're for me, against me, for the Rainbow Coalition, or against it. I will not back down from my beliefs. I just won't. If you can convince me I'm wrong, I'll accept it. So, anyway, with that being said, Trains and Trucks, you're awesome. Trains and Trucks, before I go, what team do you root for, Trains and Trucks? I'm a Raider fan. I always have been since I was a little kid.
Chiefs for part of it.
Who said Chiefs?
Trains and Trucks.
He likes the Chiefs?
I think you said
Oh,
Chiefs.
no.
I think so. I'm trying to catch up with you, and then I have to go back and read.
That's okay. I still love your Trains and Trucks. I don't go by pronouns. My pronouns are just who I am. I prefer people call me she and miss, but they don't have to. They can call me whatever they want. I don't give a shit.
Well,
This person said they would love to debate me. That's great. Do exactly what I said. I'm not, and believe me, I'm not going to shy away from a challenge. I don't care if you have a higher intellect than me, smarter than me, you think you got a better point, let's debate it. But I'm going to tell you right now, it will be a civil debate. If you start calling names and you're just on there to slander and shit like that, then I'm not going to put up with it. I'll end it right away. But I will allow you to make your point. And if you can convince me, I will accept it as gospel. But you're going to have a hard time. I'm not a stupid person. I'm not ignorant, and I know how to represent myself, and I know how to. I'm 60 years old. I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of shit, but I welcome the challenge. I'm excited for it. That would really get me going. I would love to do that. Leave your information there. I will be in contact with anybody that wants it. And the one person that said they'd love to debate me, awesome. Awesome. Leave your contact information. I'll be in touch with you in the next couple of days. I got to go to bed. Debbie, I think, already left us. Elma didn't come in tonight. Trains and trucks. Where's that? Yep, Chiefs. Oh. This is going to be a fun football season, trains and trucks. I look forward to having that friendly, rival. I actually got, when I worked for Costco for 21 years, and at one point they took all the managers to the Denver Broncos stadium, and we got to do a punt, pass, and kick thing, and got to, go there. And I showed up there and all on Raiders stuff. They were so pissed at Denver. So anyway, good night. Thank you, Trains and Trucks. Debbie, if you watch this later on, thank you very much for your help. I'm sorry that you had to bail early. I know it's getting kind of repetitive, but we're going to try to come up with some new stuff, some exciting stuff, some fun stuff to do that keeps everybody entertained. And we're going to have some debates because some of these people in here are saying they want to debate me. Yes. So I got to go. I got to work in the morning. Thank you, everybody. Please subscribe. Please hit like. It helps. I don't get paid for this yet. I'm trying to make it to where I can make a little bit of money and pay for all this equipment that I can't get to work. So thank you, everybody, for listening. And if you didn't hear what I'm about, please tune in again and ask the questions. I will answer them. It's just so late. I got started late, but it's 2:30. I got to get up at 7:30 and go to work. So I got to go. Good night. Thank you very much. Say good night, Chris.
good night, guys. Thanks very much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. The trolls, I appreciate you too. Everybody's got to be something. Okay, thanks you guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you later. Get the word.